What's up, everybody, and welcome to my NXT review, where a lot is going on in this show tonight as worlds collide. Get about a week or two away. A lot is going on between NXT and NXT UK, but then again, NXT UK is already going to be dead soon enough, anyways. Given that NXT Europe was just announced last week. NXT UK is basically almost done at this point. I know they released a whole bunch of NXT UK wrestlers from last week, so they end up being gone and whatnot. And with the plans of Europe being going on right now, basically they want to take over the entire continent. The UK as a country could not be enough, so they want the entire continent. All I can say about NXT UK is I did not watch NXT UK a lot. Don't get me wrong, I watched a couple of the takeovers here and there, and I didn't know who some of those people were because they were end up getting moved up to the regular NXT, and some of them have became bigger stars that we see on the main roster right now, or we just see on regular NXT right now. Okay, so some of them, like I said, some of them I somewhat already knew, but I can't tell you that I sat there and watched NXT UK in general, and I don't really know what they were really going on during currently. Like I said, like I had one of my friends basically tell me that Dragunov, and I think I said this last week, that it was a few days ago, Dragunov, he ended up getting hurt, so they did a tournament over there for the UK title, and I guess Tyler Bate ended up becoming the NXT UK champion. So, because I know they were in a studio at one point due to the whole pandemic, and then I know they let people back in, but I can't really tell what was really going on there on NXT UK in general. I just noticed in the past few weeks there's been an influx of NXT UK wrestlers showing up on the regular NXT, which, like I said, now is going into Worlds Collide, but I think after this Worlds Collide, NXT UK will basically be done at this point, and like I said, they're working on the plans with NXT Europe right now. But we did kick it off with Braun Breaker coming out there, talking about this whole invasion that's going on and whatnot. He talked about his match with JD McDonough and everything, last week at Heat Wave and stuff, but, he called out Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate came out there and said, congratulations and everything, you won your match and stuff. And, NXT UK has had some of the best, and he wants some to face the best right here on the regular NXT, because, NXT Europe is going to be kicking off. He wants to unify the titles now, so both the NXT UK and the NXT title. Breaker said, I know who you are, and so it says, okay. They end up shaking hands, and they agreed to the unification match. Basically, these NXT UK titles are already going to be going on debunk or going on ice, so I guess that's why they're unifying the titles right now, and we're going to get to the next unification match later. So these NXT UK belts are going to be basically nothing, I think, after Worlds Collide, and they're just going to be inactive until they get this whole NXT Europe thing, and maybe they're probably going to create new titles for all I know for NXT Europe. So they're probably going to create like some different belts, or bring, just make up a whole new set of belts then and get rid of UK ones. But next thing you know, they end up showing a video package for Gallus, telling who they are, as they were coming out there to face for the NXT UK tag titles against Briggs and Jensen and whatnot. This match basically ended up in a count out. I don't know why it wasn't a DQ, but they end up having the match was going on, and then next thing you know, Pretty Deadly show up then, and then I don't know why it wasn't a DQ, but it was a count out for some reason. Them and Briggs and Jensen ended up fighting to the back, and then a Diamond Mine came out there and attacked Gallus then. So like I said, I don't know why it wasn't a DQ here. It was apparently a count out for some reason. Well, yeah, the match was okay and stuff, but like I said, I don't know why this just wasn't a DQ finish though, for whatever reason. So basically, it was just set of matches going on for next week anyways, or maybe they unified the tag team belts next, for all I know. So we'll see what happens there. Next, they went to a Chase U skit. As guess when they took their trip to the UK, they brought back someone named Charlie Dempsey. I did not know he was the actual son of William Regal. I heard Regal had a son over there. I didn't know this was his actual son right here, but I guess basically, I guess he was there to grapple with some of the guys and everything, and Regal's son's just beating him up and stuff. So basically Dempsey saying that these Andre Chase's students are soft and stuff. So Good to see Regal's son, though, because I've never seen him until today. Next after that, Grayson Waller, I guess, had his own show with a picture-in-picture with him on the camera and everything, as he called out Apollo Crews and everything as his guest. Waller talked about Crews and you're a clout chaser and stuff. Crews, he was born in NXT. What happened to that accent you had in your garb and your commander, and whatnot? And then Crews says that, this is the accent you're talking about when he sounded like the Black Panther. Not good to the Nigerian accent, but he was proud of his heritage and everything, and that led him to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. But he's focused too much on the past, and he needs to look out for his future right now. And Waller said, you're just selfish around here, and you think you're some hero and everything, but you're nothing and stuff. You're getting on my nerves. Basically, you just couldn't cut it all Mondays and Fridays and whatnot, that's why he came back to Tuesdays. Well, and basically, Crews called Waller a low-budget Miz, man, a low-budget Miz, and I've been a champ on Mondays and Fridays, and I'm soon to be one on Tuesdays, and he knocked down Waller, and then basically standing over, said that is the Crews effect right there. So, not a bad promo out there, okay? That was funny, he said low-budget Miz, though. That was pretty funny. And whatnot. So not a bad segment. I know they're holding Gallus and Pretty Deadly back, saying they're going for those NXT UK tag belts. They showed a promo for Tyler Bate. I guess he's going against what's his name? Wagner and Stone, or just Wagner saying I'm the big strong man around here. Those promos are still bad by Wagner. Javier Bernal was in the ring. I guess he's a heel now. And I actually showed footage from early today talking to Hank, the security guard. He's talking to Hank. Yeah, he's talking to Hank. So I guess Hank, the security guard, is going to be a regular out here nowadays. Talking about he's got a match with Grimes tonight, which Cameron Grimes did go against him. They showed Joe Gacy and his crew up there wishing him luck and stuff. Grimes and going against Javier out there. Grimes won with the cave-in and whatnot as Joe Gacy and them watched on. I also know they what else did they show? Excuse me. But yeah, what else did they show? Another for a video package for Blair Davenport, B. Priestley. Even also Kaylee Ray talking about being a firekeeper of Scotland and whatnot. Indy Hartwell ended up going against Blair Davenport, which Blair Davenport ended up winning, and basically says she is the number one contender for the NXT UK women's title, but she could go for the regular NXT women's title also right now. And next Mandy Rose say, let me remind you who I am and whatnot. You need to put some respect in my name. I'm one of those dominant women's champions in this brand. Next thing you know, the NXT UK women's champion, Meiko Satomura, came out. I know she's a legend and whatnot. And basically, Meiko says, you are wrong. I am the most dominant women's champion. And Mandy says, yes, you are a legend, but you will put respect on my name. And I'm happy to wrestle you. Meiko says, okay, champion versus champion. But Davenport says, nah, it's not going to happen. So now it's going to be a triple threat match, which, when it comes to unification matches, why just not do a one-on-one? Why are we doing a triple threat? I know Davenport is the number one contender for the UK title, but like if we're doing a champ versus champ unification, just become the champ and champ, not do a triple threat match for it. So very strange how they kind of just put that right there for a triple threat match. Kind of odd. Next they had Tony D'Angelo talking about they got rid of Santos to the rest of Legato out there and what they're going to do tonight. Jamie McDonough basically says he will be back, so I guess he's going to be in rehabilitation right now. But he says he's still coming after Breaker. Next thing, what else they had? Indy Hartwell was still out there saying she's hit rock bottom in the last few months. She's lost all her, everything and stuff. And she just wanted to restart and be confident and whatnot. But, she's at the bottom of her career right now. Next thing you know, Dexter Lumis shows up. We seen him on Raw kidnap the Miz last night. But now he was back there again. Him and him and Indy out there did they, crawling in the ring. They hugged each other. They kissed. The fans chanted Index and stuff. And, he carried it to the back and whatnot. But he had to let Indy go right there as he was arrested by the police, I guess, for kidnapping Miz last night or just showing up to the building in general. Basically, they kissed once more. And he left her like a note saying that he loved Cindy Hartwell, forever and whatnot. So that was a nice, segment given the story, because Indy did lose everybody on this show. Okay, Dexter was fired. Austin Theory was moved up to the main roster. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Well, now Gargano is back in the company now. They were basically, gone. Well, Candice was pregnant, but, there wasn't no telling if they were going to be coming back in that, Johnny. But, with Dexter and them being back now, in a way, it's kind of a happy ending for Indy Hartwell. A happy ending. Now, will Indy move up to the main roster? Maybe. I don't know. Just to be with Dexter and all them, I could see that. Or they reform the way, or they do something. I can see a lot of things happening with that. But it was nice just to have an index on NXT for a good little second right there, as they're back together again. Cora J talked about Roxy and their whole match last night, and they want to blame because it wasn't a DQ or something, and that the fans somehow Twitter and inflatable dolls. The Dyads, whatever Grizzly Young veterans' names are right now, went against Mendoza and DJZ out there. Basically, Joe Gacy's crew got the win and everything, as Tony D'Angelo was pissed off then after that. Basically, right after that, I know they showed Javier Bernal again in the back. I guess some woman was trying to cheer him up. He said he didn't want your pity, and then Hank said you should talk to a woman like that before, he called. By the way, he calls Javier a prick a lot. So, prick. What a prick. So yeah, Hank the security guard's going to be a normal person. As Legado del Fantasma was leaving the building, saying, what are they going to do and everything. Next thing you know, Santos showed up saying, you think I wasn't going to leave without my familia, was I? You think I'm going to let this happen? Basically, it looked like this. If Santos was going to leave NXT, he's taking Legado with them. So basically, we're done here. We're moving on. They're going to the main roster. Whether they go to Raw, SmackDown, or not, I'm not sure where Legado del Fantasma goes. But Santos basically is like, I ain't going alone. I'm bringing my familia with me. So I'm sure they'll be on the main roster to whatever show they go to. Tyler Bate went against Von Wagner. Basically a showcase match for him. Big, strong boy, whatever. He ended up doing a spinal tap for the win on Wagner. So, yeah, Tyler Bate got the win and whatnot. So good showcase. Next, the Lights Out match was next, or some don't AEW do these Lights Out matches, or they had the Sin Cara moonlighting out there. Wendy Chu, who had a onesie on, just to change into a different set or shorter onesie, as my friend would say. Wendy Chu does have ass. I do agree with that. To go, like I said, to go against Stratton. Not a bad match. Like I said, the Lights Out, anything happens. Legos, even though I see Sami Callihan use Legos a lot in his matches, Legos still hurt when you land on them. This was not bad. Chu went on up, putting Stratton through like a bed, broke a bed, and the fans chanted, holy shit, then. And she ended up winning like a reverse frog splash, I believe, and Wendy Chu won the match from there. So I'm assuming this feud is over. As I'll say, this is a pretty good match, even though I feel like this whole feud has been silly and dumb the entire time, and I don't really want to see Wendy Chu because it's like Looney Tunes out there. This was not a bad match, okay? Not a bad match at all. So, like I said, Wendy Chu got the win. As for the rest of the show, basically is to set up Worlds Collide, because in the end it did show the contract signing between, Breakker and Bate and, Davenport, Michael Satomura and Rose out there, basically for all those unification belts. So, yeah, other than like the whole influx of UK guys coming in tonight or being there having matches, the Index moment reunion was pretty good. And, Waller and Cruz had a pretty good segment out there too. NXT was, it was what it was, okay? like I said, not a bad show. Not bad at all. Like I said, it's just going on Worlds Collide, though, so we'll see what happens from there. Other than that, damn, choking on something. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded9890. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.